Hi, gang. Troy W. Hudson, the voiceover with personality. And am I taking this green thing too far? Have I gone off the deep end of the green pool? Am I in too deep in the whole green vibe? Well, I like it. It works for me, so I'm sticking with it. Okay, but I have added something. Since the last video I did, I go to Amazon and get stuff from time to time that strikes my fancy. And my fancy said, boy, I like that green vest over there. It's purty. So I got the green vest, but not just any green vest. I didn't get like a shiny tie hanky vest combo that happened to be green. I looked intentionally for what are called service vests, or like something a waiter would wear, or a caterer, or somebody in the service industry that would be giving you something. And the reason is it struck me as I was thinking about this particular post, and that is, we're all in this big giant pool of talent. Specifically, I'm talking to voiceover people or actors or anybody in the creative field that is self-employed or call themselves a solopreneur or, freelancer, whatever the terminology you choose to use. It could be a video production person. You are in competition with a vast array of talent. You are surrounded above and below, quality, experience-wise, however you want to gauge it. You're surrounded by a lot of impressive talent. And we're all kind of going for the same project. Now, I know a client can say, I want a male voice or a female voice. But all in all, for the most part, we're competing for the same work. And there's a lot of work out there, folks. But there's also a lot of talent out there, and some incredible talent. And the worst thing you can do is sit there and compare yourself or watch somebody thinking they got it all together, because they don't. Now, it may appear that way. It may appear they're booking, everything under the sun. If you look at some of the social media posts, that ain't true. The whole point of me saying that is to stop comparing yourself. If you're comparing yourself, engaging yourself with these people that have been doing it for years, or these amazingly talented people that haven't been doing it for years, but spent the money on the training and coaching, got amazing demos done, followed a certain path, lived in a market, all the chips seem to fall together in the right way. The point is, you don't need to compare yourself to other folks. You just don't. You need to find what sets you apart. You need to find your voice, as I've heard mentors of mine say. You need to get coaching. You need to learn how to decipher copy. I almost said coffee. You need to learn how to read copy and treat the copy, and you need to know how to follow directions, and you need to know how to speak English without tripping on your tongue. But that's what they make editing for. You need to know technology. Sure, you need to know computers. You need to know something about microphones, about audio interfaces, wiring a little bit. But honestly, if you don't know sound treatment to a room, but honestly, if you don't know, there are people you can hire over time that will get you up to speed. And there's so many free resources out there. Good grief, Molly. You could do this without having to pay anybody. Literally, you could. It would take longer probably, and there'd be a lot of hit and miss, but you could do that online if you wanted to. So the talent pool is huge. The quality of the talent is amazing. The competition is fierce, but the community itself is amazingly nurturing and encouraging, and I'm so blessed to have learned from some incredibly talented mentors who didn't charge anything or who answered questions, which is kind of why I, given the opportunity to share what little I know, will pay that forward or pay it backwards or however you want to look at it, because of how I've been blessed to have received so much so far in just the 7 years of full-time that I've been doing this. But even before that, when I was doing more just video production and VO on the side. So don't compare. And the thing, back to the vest, is the thing that should make you stand out from the rest of the competition that you're not comparing yourself to should be the service. Ultimately, it boils down to the service. If you got the talent, if you found your voice, if you've got the education, if you've got your equipment together, if you have some reasonably good idea of where to find the work, or you have representation, or even if you don't, you should have an attitude that the customer service you offer, the service you offer, sets you apart. You want repeat business? Man, you treat those folks like gold, and you keep treating them like gold. Not just for the bucks, though, not just for the dollar exchange, but because you want to build a relationship. You want to have ongoing relationships with these people. You want word of mouth. You want them to talk about you to other business people. You want to build a reputation. You may not be the most talented. You may not be the most amazing movie trailer voice guy or gal, or you may not be able to pronounce certain medical terminology and be the ace, e-learning person in the medical field or legal field or whatever field that requires, multisyllabic pronunciations. Multisyllabic pronunciations. You see, I'm definitely not in that category that can do that. It's the customer service. You find what you're good at, you find the things that work for you, and then you just go about over-delivering on every single project. I still treat every client and every script, every project, length, short, long, it doesn't matter. Budget, it doesn't matter. If I promise something, I deliver something, and if I can't, I better have a good reason for it. I let people know when I'm not around. Again, it goes back to the service part of our jobs. It comes down to the service part of our jobs. So I guess that's the main point. Don't compare yourself and focus on the customer service. Focus on that. Let them know how valuable they are to you, not just for the money, but because of the relationship building, and because it's just the right thing to do. You want to be in this business for a long time. You want to have a more stable, consistent income. Deliver, over-deliver, extra takes, extra versions, things they didn't expect. Go out of your way to make sure they're happy. Deliver ahead of schedule. Just offer them specials. Give them discounts if you've been working with them for a while. Say, hey, it's Christmas, it's Easter, it's 4th of July. I just thought, we've been doing all these projects together for however long. It's been such a blessing to me. Why don't we just knock off 10 or 15% off this next script, and let's just call this a thank you just for being an awesome, loyal customer that keeps coming back and wanting my services. Just little things like that can make a huge difference. So, end point, enough said. Hopefully that'll help somebody. Focus on the customer service. Learn your stuff. Don't compare. Customer service with a smile. Always with a smile. Always with a smile. Okay, these go back on, which means it's time to get back to work. With a smile. Yeah, with a smile. Be blessed.